Actually, this is the very first for me. I'm doing my first video in English. The reason why, I've traveled around the world and I've had the opportunity to make lots of good friends, especially in the United States, Washington State. People will know who I'm talking about. And they always tell me, the videos you make, we don't understand. Please try to make one in English so we understand what you're doing and what you're saying. So I did one of my go-to makeup look, and I went through the whole thing. You don't have to do the whole thing, of course. You can just look at it for fun. You can just pick up some stuff. Hope you enjoy the video, and if you want to know how I did guess this makeup look and how I got this and the tricks and the why and the why nots and the do and the don'ts, and then keep on watching. Love you! Okay, I'm gonna start this makeup with the Smashbox Primer Water. Basically, it's good to start any makeup you're gonna do with a primer. This one is going to hydrate my skin. You can put someone that's gonna soothe your skin, that's gonna block the pores from the oil, and so you won't look as shiny and your pores won't show up as much. So this one is really refreshing and really hydrating. It's really nice. Then I'm going to put my favorite foundation, which is the Teint Miracle. I'm sorry, it's erased. It's Teint Miracle by Lancôme. The reason why I love this one is because it's really it gives a really dewy finish, and I'm applying this with the Morphe M439 brush. Why am I looking so high today? So I'm pressing it into the skin, and then I'm going to blend it. I put 2 pumps, and see, it's really natural. You can still see the skin through. If you put only 1, it's even lighter. If you put 3, it's even more covering. That's why I love that foundation so much. I even put a little bit on my eyelid because it, covers the little veins and the dark spots and everything. So this is why I love that foundation so much. It's my favorite. Make sure to hydrate your skin around your eyes so any concealer will not, crease or crack. That's French actually. It's the Select Cover Up by MAC. The color is NC30, and I'm going to apply it with my fingers. It's going to warm the product up, and you can dab and mix it into your foundation. Make sure to go in within your eyes because we have a lot of darkness right here, and it brings light to the makeup. And then go down so it's not just like bright white or bright yellow. You can of course camouflage a little bit the eyelid because it has sometimes veins, darkness, and it's a good prep for eyeshadow. I would either recommend to use your fingers or to use a beauty blender. My favorite beauty blender is by Real Techniques. I'm going to do a little bit of highlight. Basically what you want to do is bring light to the middle of your face. So I'm using the Prep and Prime Highlighter Light Boost, and I'm going to do inside right here. That's the most important. And I'm going to put a dash here, a little bit inside here, and right here it's where you have your nasal stress fine lines, and often it's where the darkness starts to come. And a little bit on the chin and the forehead, and a little bit under the nose. If you don't want to bring attention to your nose, that's one part you might want to skip. I'm giving you all my tips pretty much in one video, so you know. And for that one, I'm going to be using the Blend Tech. See, you want to press it, don't sweep it. If you do, the only thing I sweep it, it's with the brush for foundation. The rest, concealer, highlight, you want to press it with any tool. If you use a brush, it's gonna swipe the material, but it's not going to press it into the skin. A pencil that's like that, pretty much. This one is the Sigma Tapered Highlighter F35, and I'm going to be using the Inphasize pressed powder from MAC. It's a really nice see-through color, and that's going to set without giving too much white, without giving too much powder effect, and it's going to really set the concealer. And I'm even going to put a little on the lid. I'm going to do a little bit of powder. You can use any translucent powder, not too much covering. It kind of will, you know, mark the texture of your skin. If you have lots of wrinkles or dry spots or pores, I would recommend a really translucent powder just to set the makeup. And so everything you're going to put on top of it is going to, you know, really gently go smooth on top. So I'm going to use the Bobbi Brown Sheer Finish Pressed Powder Warm Natural number 6. And I'm using the powder brush from the Bobbi Brown brand. Just a little bit, dab all the time the excess. And just going to put the T-zone first. And then I'm going to go around the whole face real quick. Real quick. I'm going to be doing a little bit of contouring. You want to use a brush like this. It looks like a blush brush, but it's not a blush brush. It's a contour brush. And the contour you want to do is basically everything you want to hide from your face. So everything you want that looks kind of want to hide, and everything you want to go, and everything you want to highlight, everything you want to look bright, you're going to put highlighter on. I'm going to put according to your skin tones, so either if you're cold or warm or neutral skin tone. I'm going to use a warm one because I'm a little tan, not a lot but a little. I'm going to put this one, and it's the palette from NYX. You want to start where, you know, your hair is right here on top of your ear. Don't go too far, don't go after your eyes, and you're going to do a little bit here. So that's going to be it right here. I have a really tall forehead. Oh my gosh, I hate it. I'm going to hide that so it gives a little bit of shade, and just to give some, you know, not natural effect, but just put together, you know, kind of that 3 effect people always tell you about. And with a warmer color, get it, it's the DIOR Skin Nude Tan Light number 03 for me. There's 4 shades. I'm going to use this one. I'm going to just do a couple swirls, and I'm going to work that up, always up, just to fade it a little bit so it doesn't look like, wow, that's my contour. As far as highlight, I use the same brush we used earlier. I'm kind of a yellow undertone skin, so I'm going to use the yellow. I'm just going to put it here, see, compared to the other. For the bright, very bright highlight, I'm going to be using the Glow Kit from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the That Glow one, I guess. There's one that's kind of cooler tone, like pinkish, pearly one. I'm going to go with the deep dripping in gold. That's my go-to one. I'm going to go there and a little bit up, but just a little. I'm going to take a little bit of Sunburst. It's really, really bright. And I'm just going to put it here. It's the same thing for the contour, then the highlight. Don't bring it further down than here. My advice. Do whatever you want, but that's the way I do it. And see how it brings light right there. Maybe you want to put on your Cupid's bow. It will bring attention to your lips and to the lipsticks. Maybe a little bit on the forehead, not too much. Don't forget that if you have a lot of texture, pores, wrinkles, you don't want to bring that too much into where you have all that problems skin. You don't want to bring attention to. I'm going to use the blush Melba from MAC with a blush brush this time, and just dab a couple. Always tap the excess. You smile, you see that? That's where you want to put it. And the reason why I put the blush after contour and highlight, it's because it's gonna, you know, give an all natural, just a more put together effect. For the eyebrows, I'm gonna be using just an eyebrow brush, and I'm gonna have a little motion on them. I do like one way backwards and the other way again. Yeah, it's the Brow Wizz from Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Brown. It's even a little bit waterproof. I don't see it matching during the day. And I'm going to be using a clear brow gel from Anastasia Beverly Hills as well. See how it's way more defined than the other one? Because I'm going to be filling up those little holes right here where I'm missing hairs. You have hair all over your body that you want to get rid of, but for some reason God didn't put enough on your eyebrow. Okay, God has his reasons, we know that. I'm going to be using the clear brow gel from Anastasia Beverly Hills. See, it sets, and so your eyebrows won't move when you know, smash on your face or touch your face or anything. For the eyes, I'm going to go through the whole thing. You don't have to. I'm just going to go through the whole thing for you to pick whichever you want. For you to pick whatever you want, or to do the whole thing, or to know how I do the whole thing. It's not the right way, it's just my way. After priming my eyes, I'm going to be using Half Baked from Urban Decay. And I'm going to just put it on the lid right here. And I'm not gonna be putting it on all over the lid. The reason why, it's because if you want to put other colors, it's gonna be mixed with the color you just put. Sometimes, you know, people tell you to do the whole lid. Yes, you can, but be aware that it might change the color that you wanted to put on top. Because basically, if you started with the light color on your lid, like let's say a really light beige or a really light teal color, that's going to be mixed to the darker color you wanted to put. And let's face it, if you mix deep brown with a little beige, it's going to be mixing the color and changing the color you wanted to give at first. So I just use eye primer, and I'm just going to concentrate the one that's really shimmery on my lid right here. This is my favorite color. If I had to bring only one color on a, you know, desert island for eyeshadow, which of course you need eyeshadow on a desert island, of course, I would bring definitely Urban Decay Half Baked. This is the one I put. Then I'm gonna put in the crease what it's called transition color. Basically, that transition color is going to help blend the things, and this one is going to do the effect of blending the things together and give how do you say that, and actually give a really good put together eyeshadow, because you don't want 3 eyeshadow. You want them to be mixed, but to be well mixed and with techniques. I'm going to be using Expensive Pink. The color talks about itself. Look at that. That's really, really nice. Kind of pink with a little gold in it. Almost coppering, but not as much. I'm not going to use my finger though. I'm going to be using a blending brush. This one is the MAC 224. You know, it's a little bit tapered, not too much. And I'm going to be taking a little bit. Actually not. I'm just going to take a lot. Why do you say a little bit? That's because I'm French. Dab, dab, dab the excess. You're going to see a lot of powder that comes out of your brush. And it's because you don't want the fallout on your cheek. You've done all that nice foundation and face work. You don't want it to be falling on your cheeks. So I'm going to take between this lid and the one that's fixed. Fixed meaning that does move. In between, and I'm just gonna do a sweeper motion like this, back and forth. You don't want to go up, you don't want to go down. It's going to do the work itself with the brush, because the brush is wide enough. And see, I'm doing it slowly so you understand what I'm doing. And it gives a little bit of pink in between the two lids. Sorry. In French, don't forget that. Then I'm going to be using the darker color. This one is called Espresso. It's kind of a cold brown. It kind of doesn't have any shimmer. It's not warm. And I'm using it on purpose because I want to contrast with everything I've done. So you can use a really more tapered brush. You have this one, which is good, but you need to be precise with it and to be used to use that. You can use the MAC 217. I'm sorry, this one was the small tapered blending E45 one, and this one is the MAC 217. If you want one brush in your brush collection, this is the one you need, because it can do, you know, it can do pretty much everything. It's so well designed. This one is the best. And they don't do it anymore, so I was confused to be using it. But if you can find that kind of brush somewhere, see, it's a little well, it's MAC 275, maybe on the line you can get it. The reason why I loved it, it's because I could, you know, do a little triangle motion like that. And then I can take as much as I want. It's not enough. There's not much fallout. They're so pressed. MAC shadows are so pressed. See how I do? I do like that, like a triangle. Be careful of not going lower than that, because it's gonna bring your eye down. And then I like that brush because it can go inside. Just a little bit, not all the way, just a little bit. See how it is right now? You need to blend that out, and you're gonna blend it forever. The blending in eyeshadow is the main thing, really. You're gonna be blending until until the sun is set, until, I don't know, just a little bit on the outside of the eye, a little bit inside, a little bit mixed to the half-baked from the Decay right here to give a more put together effect. And goodness, you're gonna be blending a while, because the whole deal of having nice eyeshadows put together is because you blend them well. I'm not talking about mixing them. Blending is different. Blending is, you know, you want them to fade together, and mixing them together. It's the difference. I think. I know everything about makeup. It's just the way I do it and I like it. But you need a wrist to kind of have cramps. And actually, my arm right now is like getting a little tension. That's when you know you blended enough. Woo! Seriously, I swear. Can you see that? It looks better, right? I'm gonna be using a really small, a really small, thin, flat definer E15 from Sigma brush. Again, I'm gonna be using Espresso. I'm gonna tap the excess, even though they don't have lots of excess fallout. I want to do that because I'm going to be using it on the lower lash line, and you don't want to have fallouts there. And I'm going to be using about the same kind of brush, but it's a little rounder. It's really small, it's really dense. It's called the Smudge 14 from Sephora, and I'm going to be using the transition color I used before, which is Expensive Pink. And then you blend it a little bit put together because there's the same colors. So right now, I think it's called Brûlée. I forgot. It's just a matte white beige color, just to give a little light and a little more definition, and it's going to look clean and nice and color. The reason why I use matte is because I used a lot of shimmer here, but for the inner corner I used the Dazzle Light from MAC. It's a really nice. I need to show you that. Look at that. Look how pigmented that is. But when you use it inside, it gives light to your eyes. Remember when we put the concealer right there inside? It was to bring light, because right there it's where there's shade, because of the light, because of the way our face is. Waterproof eye pencil from MAC. Believe me, girls, if you want a waterproof pencil, get it from MAC. This one is the Rich Experience Pro Longwear eyeliner, the brown one. It's starting to get almost all used. Sorry. And I'm going to put it inside. Eyeliners are quite hard to do if it's the first time you do it. So when I do my eyeliner, I like to go up, and in order to do that, I'm kind of following the line that goes from my nostril, from the eye, the end of my eye, and then go up to my brow. So basically that's where I'd like my, like my line to go. So do like that to get some color. Swirl it so you get the excess out. Okay, so let's do that. So up right here, and then I'm gonna start here and follow the line of my, see how I did it? If I look straight at you, and I join the line to the middle of my lid, and then I fill in the blanks. Basically, I just use the thickness of the pencil, and I just put it on really the base of my eyelid and the base of my lashes, and I just use this. I just use the thickness of my lid to trace a little line. Okay, for mascara, those are my two favorite mascara in the entire world. I love the Brussels. It has kind of little bumps, and the cream of the mascara itself gives it a little length, a little thickness, but just the right amount. What I do is start from the base, give it a little whiz thing, whatever, you know what I mean. And then I go up. I take my time because it's one of the most important things. And I go up, slowly, 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 slowly. And okay, look at that. Can you see the difference? I have my little magic trick, and I use this mascara. It's another one. I use the DIOR Show New Look. The reason why it's because the Brussels is way thinner, and you don't want to thick or lengthen them. You want them just to get definition. So I put this. It's a little thing I got, in Amazon for like $1. And you just put your mascara, and it doesn't get any transfer on your lid. It's magic. So I'm just going to be contouring and filling my lips and kind of correcting as well. If you have a thin lips, you don't want to go all the way on top, but just a little bit, just a tiny half milliliters. So I'm going to accentuate the Cupid's bow. That's a part you want to show. It's always nice. Then I fill it. Not like this. Do diagonal swatch. I'm going to be using from DIOR Addict lipstick, the 578. It's actually a simple, but look at that. I don't need more. Look at that. Huh? How pretty. The texture, the shyness. It doesn't crease as well. It's really good. Okay. This one is my favorite lip gloss. I have two that are kind of equal. It's from MAC again. It's from the lip gloss collection, and it's called Inphasize A84. I get that from a friend. It's the second or third bottle I buy because it's so good. It has that kind of pinkish goldy color we put on that. That's why it goes well with the makeup, because it kind of. Okay, so you don't want to go like this, and then, because yes, you do want to spread out the colors. So if you do, make sure to put not some more product, but make sure to finish by the brush or the pencil, because it gives that nice glossy, really varnish kind of finish. You do want to fix your makeup with a makeup setting spray. I like the dewy finish from NYX. The trick is to do a cross, then an X. You do 3 spray like this, 3 spray like this, 3 spray like this, and 3 spray like this. You don't move, you don't smile, you don't wink, anything. And you make it dry. And you let it dry. Don't move your face, because while it's drying, it sets every molecules and every vitamins and minerals from the setting spray with your makeup. And until it's not dry, don't move. It's one of the main things, so your makeup will last. It will look dewy, it won't smudge, it will be waterproof. When you're going to be touching your face, it's not going to go off. It's going to be great, believe me. Okay, I have a little bit more wetness here, and it's done. Okay, so that completes, I guess, the look, the makeup, all the tricks and tips I have. It gives you an idea of what I use. Of course, again, you don't need to do the whole thing. You can just take a few things. And I'm so happy I've done that first video in English. It's mainly for all my friends over the world, especially in the United States. Colfax, love you, and I miss you, and I hope you enjoy watching what I did in France in English. So if you liked it, give a thumb up, subscribe, share, comments down below. I'll be happy to answer your comments, and thank you very much for watching. So lots of love, lots of hugs. Talk to you soon. Mwah!